Satnam everyone. I'm sitting here at home on my comfy couch on this Friday afternoon in the mountains of New Mexico. I wonder if you can see the mountains back there. Oh yeah. Oh, so beautiful. Nature, the majesty of nature. Oh, that's our daughter's circus tent amidst the nature. And I just felt really inspired to talk to you today about the courage of being with your emotions and how you're truly feeling, especially at the most challenging times in your life. I just finished up with a retreat that two ladies asked me to do for them this week. It was kind of last minute, and I'm so in awe that they knew what they needed and they asked for it. You know, it wasn't a planned thing that I had offered. They contacted me, and they're both going through enormous pain and enormous trauma in their life right now. And they wanted to come and dive into Kundalini yoga and meditation. And we had such a rich week, and there were a lot of tears and there was a lot of laughter. But it really reminded me, as I said to them in the beginning of the week, you could come here and I could teach you the yoga, the meditation, and inspire you, and you'd get high from the yoga as you always do, and remember the beauty and strength of yourself and your heart and be very elevated. But that would be a real disservice and a real kind of spiritual bypassing of just wanting the light, the light, the light. And so instead we did that, but as well, we wrote and we dialogued and we talked about the sadness and the anger and the betrayal at ourselves, at the other people, sometimes at God, at the universe. And I'm leaving this week so inspired and enriched and impressed by these women, but it just reminds me of what truly impresses me nowadays is not someone's outward success, is doing this real work of knowing thyself. That's what all spiritual practice is about. That's what all of the great thinkers, philosophers, teachers throughout time have spoken about, knowing thyself. And that is the light and the dark. That is the deep excavation of going into those places that we usually sweep under the carpet, that we usually deem unlovable about ourselves. And so what I so admire in people nowadays, and I'm so inspired by, is truth-telling and really feeling the sadness, the anger, the betrayal, the loss, owning our part in it and really questioning and dialoguing that, but then being able to really go there into the pain, into the darkness, and then being able to stand up, get up again and again and again. That is just so miraculous to me. The easy way is to become hardened, right? Cynical, closed off, shut down. I'm just going to numb out with alcohol, with food, with sex, with social media. Most of us have probably tried all of those until we throw our hands up in the air and say, okay, enough. Now it's time for me to go within. And I have such a privilege as a teacher to be able to constantly hold a mirror up and deliver people to themselves. That's what a teacher does. Not inspire them to be more like me, to be more like any of my teachers, my inspirations, but to hold the space to deliver them to themselves. And then the happiness, the tears, the laughter, the embodiment and love of all that they are is just so beautiful to witness. So this is me today encouraging you, if you're going through a challenging time, to be with it, to sit with it, to inquire. And if you don't have anyone else to do it with, just write. Why am I angry? Why am I sad? Name the feelings, and then when you bring them up to the surface, you find that they're not so scary anymore. Often the feelings you've been running so fast and so hard away from, once felt, they're not so scary anymore. Joseph Campbell and many spiritual teachers throughout time have said variations on every feeling fully felt is bliss. Whoa, that's kind of radical, right? Anger fully felt is bliss. Sadness, grief fully felt is bliss. They are, because that's the truth of now. That's the truth of the present moment. And if yoga and meditation gives us anything, it is the ability to neutrally observe what we're going through without judgment, without a whole story about it. And then we're able to truly sit with another in intimacy and vulnerability when they are angry, when they are sad, without personalizing it, just sitting there with love, with patience, with compassion. So I'm so inspired by this week, by these beautiful women, and by so many people in my life that I have that tell the truth, that hold the space for me when I'm feeling afraid or sad or angry. And all of the people that I am, through this practice, able to do that for. So, so grateful. Sat Nam.